Okay, so today we're going to do the mermaid eye. That's just what I'm calling it. I posted a photo of it yesterday. So we are going to do that eye today, but first let's cover this up. Okay, so first and foremost, you always want to use your primer before you put any concealer, foundation on. It's going to keep it from sinking into your pores. It's going to, now I'm using the mattifying primer. It's going to just keep your makeup from moving. It's going to keep it looking fresh all day. But most importantly, you won't see your pores if you have larger pores. It just helps keep that makeup from sinking into those, which is great for me, especially on my nose. I tend to have bigger pores there. So, and then because it's mattifying, it just kind of blends any imperfections, just blends them out, makes them a little less visible. So there we go. There is the mattifying primer. Next, I'm going to use the concealer. I'm going to use it here, here, and here, just to cover up that melasma that I have on my face right there. Now, a little goes a long way, okay? So, oops. If you don't have a lot to cover up, you don't need a lot. Now, for me, these are a little dark. So I put a thin layer on. Got that all over my thumb or my finger. I just put a thin layer on and then take a little blending bud and just blot it out. Okay, so here's a little trick for you. If you don't want to wear a full coverage foundation, but you still need a little coverage, sometimes I will take this BB Flawless cream, which is basically, it's like a tinted moisturizer, right? Well, obviously somebody like me, I cannot get away with just wearing a tinted moisturizer. There's just, I've got rosacea, I've got melasma, I've got all kinds of stuff. So what I do is put some of that on my makeup brush, but then I take just a little dot of concealer. Might have gotten too much. And just put it right in the center of that. And now I'm going to put it all over my face. Okay, so this is the BB Flawless cream with just a dot of concealer mixed in. Now, this is going to give you more of a dewy finish. I am not about a dewy life, so in just a little bit, I am going to take my powder and I'm going to set it. But first, before I do that, I kind of want to brighten up under my eyes, right? So I'm going to go back to this concealer and I'm just going to put a little bit under my eyes and blend it out. All right, now let's do this mermaid look. So first, I'm actually going to use my eye primer because I'm going to be using some colors that I really want to pop. And so I want to make sure I have primed my lids. If you're not using eye primer, I'm telling you, it's definitely a game changer, especially if you're using anything other than a neutral color. I mean, it's always going to help your eyeshadow stay on, but if you're using anything other than a neutral color, it's really going to make your eyeshadow just pop. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is, now I have, what do they say? Hit pan. Oh, do I sound like a professional? I have hit pan only because I dropped it and the whole thing shattered. These will last you forever. But mine hit the hard floor one day. And so so it shattered. But I've been working off of this for a long time. So this color right here is called Optimistic, and it is like an ivory, a satin shimmery ivory color. So I'm going to put that on my entire lid right here. I'm not going to carry it all the way up, but just across the lid. And that is just to lay a transition color, like a base transition shade on there. So I'm just gonna, the shadows are very, very pigmented, so keep that in mind. And especially since we're using that primer on there, again, it's really gonna pick up, like, look at that. This is basically an ivory shimmer. If I had not put that primer on, I guarantee you it would not stand out quite as much as it is. It would still stand out, but I'm telling you, that primer makes all the difference in the world. We're gonna do the same thing over here. And I am just lightly tapping it in there and then just tapping off any excess. And I'm using my fluffy blending brush for this. It just helps me get all over. Okay, so we're gonna set that one down. Here comes the fun part. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the liquid eyeshadow today, and this is the color Egotistical. You guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful pink. So pretty. It's like a metallic pink color. Now, what I like to do is, you can swipe this right over your eye and it works great, but I like to build it up. So I will use just like this flat kind of brush and work off of what is on this applicator. It helps me put it on my eyelid, especially for me because I have small eyelids. So, and I'm just going to put this on the lid, but try my hardest not to go above the crease. It may happen, and that's fine, because the good thing is I can still in a little bit use my blending brush to blend this out. And I'm telling you, it is going to look kind of weird at first. Do not worry. I'm just building it. Just like that. Look at that. Now I know that looks super weird, but I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so I have both eyes done. I'm going to go in with this crease brush and I'm going to run it just right along the crease just to kind of blend up. Now, when you do this, you're going to be like, okay, what am I really doing? Because it's still so dark. That's okay. We're just going to blend it up a little. We're just basically getting rid of that line where the pink starts and the white ends, or where the pink ends and the white starts. That's what this is doing. So we're just blending it out. So I'm not really even touching the lid so much as I am just working on blending that harsh line up. And you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, okay, I feel like it's still there. That's okay. We're gonna do some more blending here in a second. Okay. So we've blended that out. And the cool thing with that cream shadow is if you get it like in a spot that you don't want it, and just dust it off. It'll just dust right off. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to go in with that ivory color again. And I'm just gonna, just a very little bit, and go over the lid one time. Same thing over here, go over the lid one time. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this deluxe brush. So see, it's kind of pudgy but a little flat. And let's see here, I'm gonna try and pick this up without dropping it, and then I break that one. Okay, so this one, oh, actually, before we do that, let's go in with ambiguous. So it's that really pretty purple color. Back with that blending brush, just a little tap, and go over the lid with that one too. We're just dusting a little bit of purple over that. And you may think, oh man, I can't really notice it. Oh, but you will in just a little bit. You will. Okay, so now we're gonna get into a color that you're gonna look at and be like, whoa, I'm not putting that on my eyes. Yes, you are. Look at that. Okay, so that is called Thankful. Look how blue that is. So we're gonna go back with this deluxe brush. And this one you want to use the belly of the brush, and you're gonna press down kind of hard, not super hard, but kind of hard, because you really wanna pick up, that pigment. Okay, now with this one, what you wanna do is just apply it to the lid. So just directly over that purple, or that, I'm sorry, that metallic pink color that we did. And this is one, again, you're gonna build with it. So you wanna apply it until you get the desired mixed blue-purple hue that you're looking for. And you just do the same thing over here. I'm not spreading this out all over my lid yet. I'm just, like with my blending brush, I'm just dabbing it straight on the lower portion of my lid. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, we're going to go back with Thankful, the blending brush, and we're blending it just right into that crease. Okay. So now what we want to do, let me find a little blending bed. I'm just going to clean up underneath my eye because you may have some excess. That's why I haven't put my powder on yet. So I'm just cleaning all of that up. And then I also can go in to where I can't reach, clean it up that way. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, clean that off. And I mean, you can see on here, you know, when you're doing your own just areas that you'll need to go back through and dust off or blend out a little more, or, build on, things like that. Okay, so we've got those colors on there. I'm going to go back in with one more color, just very, very lightly. Let me clean that off. Very, very lightly. I'm going to go in with Fervent. Just like that. Okay. And then I don't want it to be too heavy. Fervent is a very dark color, so I want to make sure that I'm just lightly tapping it, and if not, just knock any of the excess off. Okay. So now we want to brighten it up. So we're going to go back with that fluffy crease brush. And we're going to go back over here to Thankful. And I'm just going to take that right there in the corner and bring it under. And you want it to really stand out. So it's not going to be a light, you're not going to lightly tap it on this one. You really want to get in there. And then I'm going to bring it up into this corner. So it really stands out. We're going to do the same over here. You want to bring it all the way underneath your eye. Now, when I put my powder on, I may need to go back in and just kind of reapply this, but that's okay. I have set at least a good line for me to work off of. And then you can just touch up anywhere you think you need to touch up. Like I'm going to add a little more blue right here on my lid. Okay, so now let's clean it all up with the powder. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm just going to go in, use my powder, clean it up. Okay, so next I'm going to do a blush. And I'm going to take this, because I think today I may use a highlighter. I may go crazy and use a highlighter. So we're going to do this a little different. Usually I'll put my blush right here, but I did my bronzer there. So today, I'm just going to add it or put it right here. Literally right on my cheekbone. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Now, I'm gonna show you a little trick. And this is a trick for how you can have fuller lips without getting lip injections. Also, it washes off. So keep that in mind too. Okay, lean in and listen close. This is going to look crazy at first. I'm just going to give you a heads up. You are probably going to think I'm nuts when you see what I'm going to do. I had an old eyebrow pencil, like from before I started with using the eyebrow pencil with Unique. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to try something. I'm going to line my lips with this eyebrow pencil, okay? Let me find my mirror because you got to be careful. And the reason why I choose the eyebrow pencil is you could probably use like a light brown eyeliner too, but I feel like the tip on that is going to be a lot thicker than the tip of eyebrow pencil. So all you do is literally where your lip ends, where the line of your lip starts to your skin, I guess, just line right over and a little under that. Now, I know it looks crazy. And I'm not talking about lining it like when I was in high school and the cool thing was like a shimmer lipstick. Because you're not actually lining on your lip. You're lining like right below the lip line. You see it? You see that right there? It really does make your lips fuller. And I promise, once I'm finished, you're not even going to be able to see that you have brown on your lips. So let's do the top lip. Okay, so this I am lining just right above where the brown is. Not above, like right here. So I guess I should say below, on my lip. Because that I kind of want to use for a little bit of color. So I'm just bringing it down. But look how full my lips look just from doing that. And now I'm going to go in with my favorite lip gloss, Lovesick, and just add a little pink to it. Look at that. My lips look so much fuller. I think they do. And it's all because it's lined. Let's see here. Oh, let me try and pick this up. And you can add any color that you want to it. I just chose a more natural, like neutral lip liner because I really like the color of this lip gloss by itself. So I just went with a more natural lip liner. It looks like I just have on lip liner and then my lip gloss with that has a little color to it. So check that out. You guys, I totally forgot to put mascara on. I knew I was forgetting something. Now I can't find it. I found it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, story of my life. Hold on. I don't know what I did with it. Well, I have lost my Epic mascara, but that's okay because I have my 4D Epic, so we can really make these lashes pop. Okay. So let's get going with this.